Hello in-person and virtual guests, and welcome to the Green Room 42. Thank you so much for being here. Here's a few things to note before we get underway this evening. If you would like to place an order, find one of our servers floating around, or simply turn that lamp on your table off to signal that you would like a server to come over to you. You can do this by tapping the button on the top or turning the knob on the side, or you can bypass that process entirely by scanning the QR code on your lamp and ordering online. Our gender-neutral restrooms are located out the door you entered, down the hall, and past the elevators you came up on. The use of photography or recording of any kind is strictly encouraged. That's right. So tag us at the Green Room 42 and give us a follow for early access to all the amazing shows we have here. Take a look around the room at the over 1,500 handwritten names of artists that have performed on our stage. Maybe you can even find yourself. At the Green Room 42, there is no food or beverage minimum, and we always have a ticket price lower than a student rush ticket so that our audiences can be as young, artistic, and diverse as the work we put on this stage. While there is no minimum, there is also no maximum. So sit back, drink up, and please welcome to the stage the reason you're all here, Chantel Hopper.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy vision of me in LA. And I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here's Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, oh, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. This is where I belong. Down at the Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Don't think I've left you all behind. I still love you in Tennessee. You're always on my mind. And Mama, every Saturday I can hear her southern drawl 1,000 miles away, saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels is where I belong. Down at the Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. We're back. My name is Chantel Hopper, and I am so excited to welcome you guys to this year's one-woman show. Now, I know that technically we didn't do one last year, but I figured that I needed to give you all a break after I dumped 10 years of trauma and heartbreak on you, which I know makes my first-timers really excited about what they're about to endure. I mean, enjoy. On that note, I'm just curious, raise your hand if you're here for the first time. This is like your first, I mean, there's only been two, so the first one. Amazing, welcome, thanks for coming. And raise your hand if you are coming back for round number 2. Yeah, appreciate your loyalty, seriously. Well, I figure it's only fair to get everyone up to speed on what happened last time. A magical letter fell at my feet, informing me that I had not done most of what 24-year-old Chantel thought I should have done by this point in my life. I then took you on a journey, unpacking everything that went wrong, only to realize it all went right. Primarily thanks to my therapist, whose name I now know is pronounced Yael. There were twists and turns, breakups and revelations, and I sang a really cool version of the song Creep. The title of the show was called Key Changes, but in the whole show, there was only one literal key change. But so many key changes in me. Thank you. So a lot has actually changed since last year. I have a new job. That's cool. And it's still not this. I haven't had any more breakups, so that's, woo! That'll change the tone for the evening. We are in a new venue, if you haven't been able to tell, with an amazing wait staff, so keep ordering those drinks and tip your waiters. We have a live stream happening right now, so that's like, hello? I don't know where they are. Hello? Let's see. Oh, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm wearing pants, which leaves us very open for a lot of cool things that could happen tonight. And tonight, we've got a new show for you. Now, I have to admit, part of me was and still is pretty terrified about what I'm about to sing, say, and do. We are all familiar with the concept of the sophomore slump. And writing a show is hard. First of all, there were no more magical letters. Second of all, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I want this to be timeless and timely, personal but universal. And I want everyone to have fun. So, in the interest of not overthinking things, which is rare for me, I know, I kept this one pretty straightforward. Tonight, I give you bits and pieces. I'm going to sing a bit of music, and I am going to share some pieces of me. How does that sound? Cool. That is what you guys are in for at tonight's cabaret. And I figured, what better way to start than to honor those of you who still don't know what a cabaret is? And maybe thought that instead, you were going to see a one-woman version of the classic musical, Cabaret. Very niche, but if you know, you know. Maybe this time, I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll wait. 'Cause everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll So where to start? Well, I figured we could start with one of the safest pieces. You know, one of the first or second question anybody asks you when they first meet you. And no, I'm not talking about the question, how are you? Because we all know we're lying when we say we're great. I'm talking about the question, where are you from? Your hometown. You wouldn't think it'd be such a hot topic, but it kind of is. I mean, think about it. We have a thriving genre of entertainment, making a shit ton of money around the holidays, focused on hometown-themed plot lines, and providing employment to C-list actors who formerly starred in Mean Girls. And don't pretend like you're too good or don't know what I'm talking about. There's a reason there are 20 channels of this shit. Hallmark started it, Lifetime made it raunchy, Netflix made it gay, and then Intolerance brought us the Great American Family Channel. All these movies tell you exactly the same thing. You got a problem? Just go back to your hometown for exactly 120 minutes, including Wegovy commercials, and poof! Your problems are solved. And you're stuck there forever. But hometowns Hallmark would never touch. My hometown. Las Vegas. Small town charm is a tough sell when your local gas station franchise is called Terrible's Lube. But I mean, why not? The titles write themselves. You've got Jingle Bell Jackpot, Santa's Sleigh and Slot Machines, and Married in Vegas. I don't know, whatever Hallmark wants. Picture it. Our heroine, the overworked city girl, that's me, is summoned back to Vegas on some vague mission, like a business conference or to save Grandma's dance studio from foreclosure because of reasons. Our holiday backdrop, it's not snow-covered mountains. It's billboards of butts, festively adorned in string lights and G-strings. Our holiday soundtrack, it's not Silent Night. It's the ever-present tones of slot machines in airports, movie theaters, and grocery stores. As for rekindling romance, ooh, Vegas has got plenty of eligible bachelors. They're a little less lumberjack chic than Hallmark might be used to, but our hometown hunk gives pit boss and bottle service hero. Yeah. Everywhere I turn, the memories of Christmas past slap me across the face. Our family Christmas Eve outing at the Mob Museum. Using my fake ID that said I was a man from North Carolina to buy vodka for my mother. And playing The Floor is Lava with that scary casino carpet. You know, Vegas's preferred method of preventing its innocent youth from contributing to the local economy. With exactly 6.5 minutes left, I have my Hallmark epiphany. I look around, take a deep breath, and think, this is the place that I need to get the fuck out of. Cue me calling an Uber, dashing to the airport, and calling the next Delta flight back to New York City. Okay, so on second thought, I guess it kind of makes sense why Hallmark hasn't picked up the 12 Days of Gambling. I suppose my childhood gives a little bit more Euphoria-style HBO limited series than Hallmark Holiday Classic. If I'm being honest, I don't know that I would ever choose to personally live there again. But at the same time, the fact that I'm from there kind of makes sense. Right? I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. Hey, window pane, do you remember how sweet it used to be? Much more to say. And now for my next act. I'm going to share a bit that might seem a bit obvious. While I am from Las Vegas, I have absolutely zero poker face. As many of you know, and some of you are learning, interacting with me is a full body experience. It's a little less poker face, more Cirque du Soleil. It's very expressive, a little confusing, and occasionally someone dies. Kidding. If I am thinking or feeling anything, my face, my shoulders, my hands are out here broadcasting it like I'm, I don't know, one of those like car dealership inflatable thingies. Kind of doing a little shimmy like this. I told you guys pants would be fun. And according to my mother, I have been like this since day one. I'd now like to share with everybody a couple of Heidi Hopper's happy hour hits. Okay, so when I was 2, she got back from a work trip. She thought I was having seizures, rushed me to the hospital and everything. Turns out I was just dramatically making faces. That's right, my first medical diagnosis was being over the top. Fast forward to the age of 5, she asked me if I wanted to join a soccer league. I put my hands on my hips and said, I dance, I sing, I don't do soccer. As if she didn't know she was raising a Broadway star, not some sports ball person. In all honesty, performing is really where I truly feel like myself. In fact, I can't think of a time in my life where I wasn't singing, dancing, or bringing added life to Zoom calls. You know, my community theater. But now I'm going to share a bit that might be a bit shocking. While I consider myself a performer, I do not consider myself a diva. I know. Like, ignore the literal spotlight shining on me during my one-woman show. And I'd also like to strike from the record the time that I threatened to withhold participation in the business school musical unless a second solo was added for me. Shout out to our producers, the Schoppe twins, and a reminder that that second song crushed. Being right doesn't make you a diva. But God, we as a society are obsessed with divas, aren't we? Think about what a diva is. Divas demand to be treated with respect. They are bold and fearless. They are impossibly high standards for themselves and everyone else around them. And they are unapologetically themselves. Take it or leave it. Caution anyone who stands in their path. I personally think that my people-pleasing and fear of failure have my inner diva locked in a soundproof dressing room somewhere. I would have loved to have kept you all waiting for like hours and then emerged like Beyonce with a wind machine at my back. But instead, I've been here since 6. Writing all of you thank you texts. And I'm really sorry for making you guys leave your houses tonight. I know it's cold. The word diva gets a bad rap, but let's be honest. Who doesn't want to be the kind of person who says, I'm here, adjust accordingly? So, while being a diva isn't something I identify with, it is a piece of me I wish existed occasionally. So you know what? Tonight, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna take a sip of water first, like a diva would do. I'm going to bring out my inner diva in the most diva way I know how. Horo, cue wind machine. There were nights when the wind was so cold, and my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel. All my tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying out forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember when or where or how. And I banished every memory you and I had ever made. But when you touch me like this, and when you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this, and when I hold you like that, it's so hard to believe that it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things we'd never do again, but then they'd always seem to right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any love's allowed. Baby, baby, if I kissed you like this, and if you whisper like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you want me like this, and if you need me like that, it was dead long ago, but it's all coming back to me. It's so hard to resist, then it's all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now. If you forgive me all this, and I forgive you all that, we forgive and forget, and it's all coming back to me now. I'm a lot sometimes. And I'm very lucky to have fabulous friends who have put up with me for a while. And thank God, because making friends as an adult sucks. When you're kids, it used to be so easy. Making friends were like factory settings. First, you're friends with your parents' friends' kids. Meet your new bestie because mommy wants to drink wine and talk shit. Next up, you have your activity accomplice. You're not actually friends, just two kids being held hostage in matching rhinestone leotards. And then finally, you have your friend whose only qualification was owning a trampoline and or a pool. And as the kid who had both of those backyard health hazards, I now question whether any of my childhood friendships were actually real. But then you hit adulthood, and you get to draft your own team, recruiting for your own dysfunctional Avengers, each with their own superpower and traumatic origin story. And I cannot wait to tell you about some of my squad. Please note the following superheroes have been anonymized, blended together, and slightly exaggerated for their protection and my amusement. First up, Dinner Dash, the MVP of last-minute plans. All she needs is a one-word text, dinner, ? And pow! She's flying off the couch, no questions, just pure impulsive loyalty. Her superpower? putting a bra back on more quickly than you can say, "Should we get fries for the table?" Next up, with powers both random and oddly specific, Madame Meme. She communicates exclusively in memes, GIFs, and TikToks. You haven't had an actual conversation in weeks, but at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, when you need it most, she sends you a meme that is so savage, with the accompanied, "I thought of you." Her superpower? Knowing all of my darkest secrets and trolling me constantly. Every squad needs their Lois Lane. Me? I've got Agent TMZ. Ear to the ground, dog with a bone, committed to finding the truth. Whether that's the reason behind that shady Instagram unfollow or the latest on Trav and Tay. Her superpower? Sending texts that are so juicy and cryptic that, boom, you are sending an immediate all caps response. Oh, you think you're type A? Meet Plan Man. He puts my type A planning to shame. Casually mention that you're a quarter Scottish and boom! You've got a 2-week vacation booked at a Highland castle in 2026. And your custom kilts are already on the way. His superpower? Sending a calendar invite before you even finish a conversation. Next up, she's reliable, she's supportive, she's steady force. Whether it's the complaint about the weather, the airing of a minor grievance, or the occasional happy update, nothing is too small for her to throw her full support behind. Her superpower? Super adhesion. She has stuck by your side as you've stumbled through every stage of life and still shows up with a smile on her face. And finally, I've got Captain Sob on the couch and make a martini with me. She'll open her door for you at midnight, make you a drink in no time, and roast everyone who has ever wronged you. Her superpower? Knowing exactly the right level of petty revenge to suggest. Nothing illegal, of course, just deeply satisfying. And that's some of my squad. What do you think? And hopefully after that chaos, they still choose to be my friends. That's the thing about adult friendships, though. They choose you every day. At any point in time, they could throw their hands up and say, "You know what? I'm out. You are a lot." But they don't. And that's their collective superpower. My friends raised the adult version of me. They know all my bits, the good, the bad, the weirdies in between. And despite all of that, the second that they see the bat signal, they are there. No questions asked. I'm So we left out one crucial friend, work friends. You know, friends. It's an interesting dynamic for sure, because are we actually friends? Or is this just the adult version of the activity accomplice, except this time we're held hostage by our hatred of that goddamn slacks out? I'm actually really lucky to have a few very dear friends that I've met through work. But I realize that not everybody might be so lucky. So instead, I want to talk about the person that I know for a fact everyone does have. A work nemesis. I said the words work nemesis and someone immediately popped into your head. And if no one popped into your head, I'm so sorry. It's you. You are the person that people are rolling their eyes at when you keep circling back and putting pins in things. And you know where work nemesis congregate? Where they perform their little power plays? LinkedIn. The most toxic social media platform on the planet. Welcome to my keynote address. The entire LinkedIn feed is like thrilled to be partnered with this game-changing company and honored to be working alongside such amazing teammates. And those are just some of my old posts. I want LinkedIn to allow for real professional accomplishments, like thrilled to have survived that brutal Zoom call, and I managed to control my facial expressions the entire time. Applause emoji. Or honored for myself that I hit send on that email without overthinking it for 30 minutes. And there were only 2 exclamation points. Celebration emoji. I hate that LinkedIn makes it feel like such a requirement to project so much excitement for my job. My job, which requires a lot of personal trade-off. My job, which gets the best version of myself, while everyone else is left to pick up the pieces. I realize it is not good that I tie my job so closely to my identity. So then why do I do it? Well, maybe it's because living in this city is expensive. Or maybe it's because I need to give my mom something new to write about in the annual Holiday Hopper newsletter. Or maybe it's because I am an unmarried, childless woman in her 30s, and surely I need something to show for it, so here's my professional success. And I'm actually really lucky because I love my job. Because I'm passionate about the work I get to do and the people I get to do it with. But it still doesn't deserve to be at the center of everything. It's just one piece. And I'm realizing it's really up to me to figure out just how big a piece I want to make it. And more importantly, how I want it to fit in with all my other pieces. But that said, every now and then, I think I'd really like to find a job that was nice or easy. See, but here's the thing, I never, ever, ever do anything nice or easy. I always like to choose things that are nice and tough. So we're gonna take the beginning of this song and we're gonna do it nice and easy. But then we're gonna take it to the end and we're gonna do it nice and rough. Listen to the story. Left a good job down in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost one minute of sleeping, worrying about the way that things might have been. You know that big wheels keep on turning. New York, New York. The Big Apple. Can you believe we live here? I mean, most of us. Thank you for coming. I remember coming to New York for the first time when I was 11 years old, standing in the middle of Times Square, looking up at all the lights, marveling at how many free mixed tapes I was being offered, and thinking to myself, I'm gonna live here one day. And I did it. While I grew up in Las Vegas, New York is my home. And I've come a long way. From slot machines to sirens. From billboards of butts to skylines of scaffolding. And from Terrible's Lube to beautiful, sketchy, nameless bodegas. This city has really transformed me. I've become someone who now considers bagels a standalone food group. I'm now someone who considers having a washer and dryer in unit the ultimate luxury. Oh my God. Wow. I am now somebody who finds community amongst complete strangers, who recognizes the difference between being nice and being kind. And living here has made me realize that 11-year-old Chantel's dream of moving to New York was only just the beginning. New York is both a dream I have had and also a place that pushes me to keep dreaming, bigger and brighter. I'm a New Yorker. Dreaming isn't just what we do. It's everywhere here. It's in the streets, in the air. It's literally the heartbeat of the city. And it's become a massive piece of who I am and who I want to continue to be. So, cheers to us New Yorkers. We are dreamers, adventurers, risk takers, and sure, we're a little crazy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can tell where the journey ends, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a tree. Life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes, and that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. I know, but nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know it's everybody's sick. You got to lose it right away. Half my life's in books, written pages. Lived and learned from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All my feelings come back to you. Sing it with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing it with me, it's just for today. Maybe tomorrow the Lord will take me away. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dream comes true. One of my favorite things about New Yorkers, that's how I need to breathe, is how quickly everybody moves. And it is a way of life I have fully embraced. If you think a subway stopping in the middle of the tracks isn't complete agony, you're wrong. Susan's taking too long to order her breakfast at the deli counter. It's breakfast, Susan, not the Last Supper. And if you think tourists can slow me down, I will literally dodge a selfie stick, leap over a stroller, and make it to the bagel line in 30 seconds flat. I am like Barry Sanders with my juking capabilities. That was a football reference for the 7 of you who were dragged here against your will. Yay! Everything here feels like a bit of a race, which is why I feel like now is the perfect time to get you all up to speed on the latest with your girl, Yayo. That's right, we have made it to the therapy bed! Okay, so one of the refrains of our recent sessions has been Yayo asking me how I would feel if I just slowed down. Cue record scratch. What do you mean slow down? In this city, with these, you people, are they, you, gonna slow down too? And will everyone stop posting on LinkedIn? Because I feel like I can't slow down. Slowing down is threatening. Slowing down might prevent me from achieving my dreams. I will literally and figuratively get run over if I slow down. My entire life, I have been conditioned to move so quickly through everything. In fact, I've been rewarded for it. The achievement was never just the destination, but how quickly and efficiently I could get there. But here's the thing. Yael, thinks that I move so quickly that I don't take the time to be present. And it's not even about enjoying the present, it's just about being present, which is admittedly scary. She does this exercise with me. Actually, I think we should all do it together. How does that sound? Oh, good. We love crowd participation. Here we go. Okay, follow along. It's a bit tricky. I struggle with it. All right, everyone's gonna take a big inhale in for 4 counts. Ready, set, go. 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top. Okay, this is where I really get tripped up. Pay attention. Exhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the exercise. I've been in therapy for years, and we're still working on breathing. And Yaya's not the first person to talk to me about this. I had a professor once talk about this idea of ledge living. It's this idea that throughout life, we're going from ledge to ledge without stopping. Get to high school to get to college, get through college to get the job to get that money, and so on and so forth. And generally, people are really good at looking forward, okay at looking back, and pretty shitty at stopping to enjoy their current ledge. Guilty. I can't even make it through a therapy session without my mind racing about everything I have going on that week. If I'm being honest, performing in the process of it all is one of the rare times I feel super present. So that's a piece I'm working on, to slow down. Because not slowing down to enjoy my current ledge minimizes all of the ledges that I've worked so hard to climb to get to where I'm at now. And slowing down doesn't mean losing momentum. It just means taking time to stop and be present, to feel the weight of the moment. And right now, on this literal ledge, I feel joy. I feel grateful for being with all of you here tonight and for feeling all of your support. And so, you know what I'm gonna do? In honor of Yael, on this ledge, I'm gonna take a deep breath, because I need it. And I'm gonna sing a song that I really like. It's actually the first song that made it into the show, so get excited. Please, baby, can't you see my mind's a burning hell? I got razors are ripping and tearing and stripping my heart apart as well. Tonight you told me that you'd ached for someone new, 'cause some other woman is looking like something that might be good for you. Go on and hold her till the screaming is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you nothing's wrong. But I'm the only one who'd walk across the fire for you. And I'm the only one who'd drown in my desire for you. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, I'm the only one. Please, baby, can't you see I'm trying to explain? See, I've been here before and I'm locking the door and I'm not going back again. Her eyes and arms and skin won't make you go away. You'll wake up tomorrow and wrestle the sorrow that holds you down today. Go on and hold her till the screaming is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you nothing's wrong. And I'm the only one who'd walk across the fire for you. And I'm the only one who'd drown in my desire for you. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, I'm the only one. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, I'm the only one. As my last show pointed out, I have been a bit unlucky in the relationship department. And for many, love and relationships, it's a big piece. For many, the defining one. Like if how are you and where are you from are questions number 1 and 2. Question number 3 is almost always, are you dating? Or do you have a boyfriend? And if the board of directors is present, then it's the only question. Some could say I became a bit cynical about the idea of love or the one. But I would argue that I'm not a cynic. I'm a realist. Think about it. There are 8.2 billion people on this planet, and I'm supposed to go find the one? I'm not a mathematician. But the probability of that happening in my lifetime, let alone before the shriveled up old age of 35, feels, how you say, low. Or to think about it another way, you're telling me I'm supposed to go find somebody who I'm physically attracted to, who I consider my best friend, who I want to do everything with, merge my life with, live together, and not murder them? Whoa, that's scary. That's like giving somebody a front row seat to your one-woman show called Here's All My Baggage. and expecting to get a standing ovation afterwards. It's like knowing all the challenges and obstacles that lie on the road ahead and still jumping in the car. No questions asked. The amount of time on my journey that I heard the words or the phrases, "It'll happen when you least expect it," or "It'll all make sense one day," was annoying, to say the least, but thank you all for your support. I was caught in this vortex of terror, which turned into sadness and then skepticism, and I eventually escaped the vortex by settling into this nice, cozy state of resignation. I was on autopilot, going through the motions, swipe right, plan date, do the reach, get ghosted, and so on and so forth. And then one day, when I least expected it, it happened. You guys can all aw now. Oh, that's cute. Sam's gonna die. I have been very lucky to experience a new and different kind of love for the last year and a half-ish, who's counting? And in learning everything that I have to admit, it does all make sense. This love is for someone who accepts me how I am today, but embraces who I dream of becoming. This love is for someone who cheers me on at my best, makes me feel so safe at my worst, and loves me the hardest on the days where I don't have the strength to love myself. This love is filled with ands. I love everything about you, and here's a list of things I'd love you to work on. Being with you makes me feel alive, and sometimes I do want to murder you. Loving you is as easy as breathing, and I want to work hard on our relationship every single day. And finally, your love slows me down. Every second that I spend with you is dynamic and energizing and fulfilling, that I just want to be totally present and savor it all. No matter where we are or what we are doing, if I'm with you, I'm good. I'm at peace. And nothing else matters. So, this next song goes out to everyone. If you have not yet been lucky enough to find the one, hold on. It will happen when you least expect it, and it will all make sense. If you have been lucky enough to find that person, slow down and savor every second. And for me personally, this next song goes out to a guy named Mike. I don't get many things right the first time. In fact, I am told that a lot. Now I know all the wrong turns and stumbles and falls have brought me here. And where was I before the day when I first saw your lovely face? Now I see it every day. And I know that I am What if I'd been born 50 years before you in a house on a street where you lived? Maybe I'd be outside as you passed on your bike. Would I know? And in a wide sea of eyes, I see one pair that I recognize. And I know that I am the luckiest. I love you more than I have ever found the words to say to you. Next door, there's an old man who lived till his 90s and one day passed away in his sleep. And his wife, she stayed for a couple of days and passed away. I'm sorry, I know that's a strange way to tell you that I know we belong. That I know that I am the luckiest. As much as I love love, love is not the end. It is not the final piece, as much as Hallmark would disagree. And endings are hard. If I'm being honest, here we are at the end, and I only recently figured out what I wanted to say right now, maybe like a few days ago. I think first because I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to drop some like life-changing revelation that was worthy of being embroidered on a pillow or a LinkedIn post. But I think that I was scared because writing the ending down meant acknowledging that this process that I loved so much was coming to an end. And I wanted to slow it down and linger in the middle of it, make it last as long as possible. And also because I have so much more to say. There are so many more pieces of me that could possibly fit into a 70-ish minute show, so there'll be more shows, I guess. It's actually why I called this show Bits and Pieces. Because I have learned that my life, like everyone's lives, is just the process of putting together one big, unique, complex puzzle. I've got my corner and my edge pieces. Those provide the structure. Where I'm from, where I live, what I do. Those are the easy ones. They're kind of built in. But they don't really contribute to the larger picture. But the middle pieces, those are the challenging ones. First, there's so many of them, and they're so different. How I think, how I feel, what I'm learning, who I love, what I dream. And every time I've picked one up to examine it and try to figure out where it goes, it takes me a while. But boy, when I figure it out, does it feel good. And bit by bit, I have started to watch the picture of my life take shape. And boy, is it beautiful. And I don't want to take for granted how lucky I am to be able to work on this puzzle. And so with that, I want to make a promise to myself in front of everyone, for accountability. I promise to slow down and enjoy the puzzle. Enjoy the challenge of figuring out where every piece fits and acknowledge the role that each piece plays in contributing to the larger picture. And if I can't figure a piece out, I could always look at it from a different angle, or let my inner diva out of her dressing room for long enough to say, fuck it, move on. Or I could always phone one of my superhero friends. And finally, I promise that when I feel stuck, like I'm not making any progress, to stop, take a step back, feel proud of how far I have come, feel the weight of where I am right now, and feel joy in the fact that the puzzle is still incomplete. There are still more pieces left to fill it in. And we only get to do the puzzle once. So we might as well make the most of it. Where am I? Where am I going? Is it some place that I want to go? And when I get there, is that what happy is? Or is it somewhere I already know? Sometimes I feel like I cry without a noise. Sometimes I feel like somebody chose my choice. I have to run away. I have to sit and stay. I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. I can feel something growing. It is small, but it's shifting the ground. When I was younger, I could hear it, but it's back. It's my sound. Sometimes I feel like I've lost my only voice, but then I realize only I can choose my choice. I have to run away. I have to sit and stay. I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. Let's take this home and then go to the bar. Fun fact, this was one time the only song on my MP3 player. If you sing it, know along. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just live right now. Yeah, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, I know you're all the same. I know you're doing better on your own, so don't mind it. Live right now. Yeah, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Sometimes, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. I am so excited to introduce you to our band. We've got MAGDA KRESS on the bass, and on the drums, KOSTROMINA. On our guitar, we know him, we love him, it's Michael HOROWITZ. And on the piano, musical directing, STONEY.